Alright, welcome back everyone to another pickups video. I got a whole bunch of shit going on. I got a lot of games through eBay, through Nintendo Age. I also went up to J Street Games in the Berkshire Mall in Pittsfield, Mass. And also J Street in Colony in Albany. So I got a whole bunch of shit to go over. But let's first go right into a game. I'm just going to quickly show you guys this. Obviously, you've seen me upload the actual game when it's come out to YouTube, the gameplay of it, with my Angry Video Game and Angry Andy series. But here I got a physical copy I picked up of Assassin's Creed Chronicles for the PS4. You know, what can I say about this? There you got India, China, and Russia, which is interesting because if they're doing it in chronological order, it should have gone China, India, and then Russia. It says 3 Assassins, 3 Journeys, 1 Creed. The game sucked. Visually, they were pretty cool. But, you know, and this isn't just me saying this because I'm terrible at the game. The review, go online, read all the reviews. I mean, the reviews say the games suck as well. I mean, you know, and I agree. Very rarely do I agree with published reviews. I'll never forget it. There was Game Informer magazine. I've subscribed for so long, and you know, really to this day, maybe IGN is still, or excuse me, EGN, Entertainment Gaming Monthly. Maybe that is still in publication. I really don't know. But Game Informer is really the biggest magazine ever to this point. I remember when they first started with FuncoLand way back in the day. But very rarely do I agree with reviews, whether it be movies, whether it be what critics think of movies, what critics think of games, or whatever the case is. But I agree 100%. These games, as far as control-wise, they were horrible. You know, I'm a physical copy kind of guy, though, so, you know, a lot of people may ask, well, why? If you've already downloaded and paid $10 for each game, theoretically, China came with the DLC premium or whatever pass when I bought Assassin's Creed, not Unity, but the one before that. I forget already what the hell it's called. The one in England or France or whatever the hell it was. Whichever way. Was it England? No, England was the Fry twins. Was it France? It was France. Assassin's Creed, whatever the hell it's called. But it came with the DLC part of that. So China was free, but India and Russia cost me $10 each. So that was $20. And then I paid $30 for this. So $50, but I'd pay $50 for a physical copy anyway. So whatever. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Let me zoom out here. Assassin's Creed Chronicles for the PS4. I'm going to keep this sealed, obviously. There's no reason to open it. Alright, so now, and I also pre-ordered MLB 16, the show, for the PS4 while I was there, but I have to go back and I have to pre-order the collector's edition, which comes with a steelbook, etc. So this game I got from Joan Bone on eBay. He has a ton of rare shit. I mean, just rare. I don't know where he gets it from, or did he just collect as a kid? I really want to ask him. I think I'll email him. That's something I want to know. He gave me a pretty good deal on this. It's $35. The box is crunched a little bit, but it's pretty rare. It's In Your Face by Jalico for Game Boy. Look at the 80s clothes style. But anyway, In Your Face. You can play 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. Here's the ultimate road trip. Say what you want about the home court advantage. Now you can take the moves you mastered anywhere thanks to the powerful new Nintendo Game Boy and the magic of In Your Face. It's playground rules, playground players, and it's playground tough. It's In Your Face. So you got intense defense, real playground action, play 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, and then this game pack for use with the Game Boy Compact video game system. So you got In Your Face basketball. Well, it's not In Your Face basketball, it's just In Your Face. Next up, I got this on eBay. I'm an idiot. It's in pretty bad shape. The front of the box is. I got a steal, I thought, $15, I think. And then I almost returned it, and I went back and looked at the pictures, and unfortunately I just wasn't paying attention because the pictures did in fact show that there's a big rip on the box, as you can see here. It's a big rip. It's Torpedo Rage from Romstar, but the back is fine. It's a little crunched and shit, but whatever. So, torpedo range. You emerge from beneath the sea to save the planet from the Global Armed Alliance, a ruthless clan of terrorists who are prepared to take over the world. The submarine you command is the fiercest ever known to naval warfare. Your mission is to seek and destroy the enemy forces. You chart your course around the world to regain major ports that are under terrorist control. Torpedo Range is a 2- and 3-dimensional underwater action adventure for your Game Boy unit. As you defeat each enemy, you'll be able to upgrade your sub with more firepower and additional shields. Torpedo Range continuously monitors your performance and will adjust according to your ability. So full speed ahead, up periscope, and get into Torpedo Range. This game pack for use with the Game Boy Compact video game system. So anyway, Torpedo Range. Next up, I got Fortified Zone, okay, from Jalico. Remember looking at the box of this game way back in the day. Reminds me of Contra a little bit. He has the offense, she has the defense. Together they have a chance in the fortified zone. He has the guts, she has the guile. But in battle, you're on your own. Blast through the front lines, blow their artillery away. It takes teamwork to win in the fortified zone. So, Jalico's games, really, there's no description of them. It's just like you see here. Just nothing, really nothing, but Fortified Zone for the Game Boy. Next up, we have Trade West Super Off-Road. Okay, this is in pretty good, damn good condition. Let's look at the back here. Super Off-Road. All the thrills of real off-road racing, but without the mud in your face. Grab the wheel of your super truck and hit the gas. Based on the #1 arcade game, Super Off-Road is all-out dirt grinding, high-gear competition. Watch out for the mud holes, jumps, and other obstacles on the 7 different stadium tracks. From match-offs to spin-outs, Super Off-Road is as close to genuine short-course racing as you can get. Race through 14 different track configurations. Trade in your winnings for accessories at the speed shop and improve your chances for victory. Race against a friend in 2 computer-controlled trucks simultaneously from Trade West Sports. So there you go. This is Super Off-Road for the Game Boy. Next up, we have Pipe Dream. Another pretty good, damn good condition game here. Actually, I lied. This is crumpled, is what it is. There's a little crumpled there in the box. Based on the award-winning original by Lucasfilm Games, Pipe Dream. What are you supposed to do with 7 simple pieces of pipe and 8 weird ones? All you have to do is build them into a pipeline that's no more complicated than the average oil refinery. But that's the easy part. Seconds after you put the first pipe in place, this sticky, slimy stuff called flues starts flowing through it. From that point on, it's you against the flues. But you've got 4 powerful weapons. Your right hand, your left hand, your right brain, and your left brain. So what are your chances of outsmarting the flues? Nobody knows for sure, but at last count there were 14,567,984,176 ways to dream up a better pipeline. Here it says you can make brilliant strategic decisions at lightning speed or make a big mess all over the floor. And then here it takes about 5 seconds to get the idea. It can take a lifetime to get good at it. Really good. So this is from Bulletproof Software. This game pack for use of the Game Boy Compact Video Game System. Pipe Dream for the Game Boy. And last up for the original Game Boy, I was pumped I was able to get this. I forget how much I paid for it, but Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is pretty rare. Some Ubisoft. And look at Ubisoft's insignia down there. It's way back in the day. So, relive the excitement found in the greatest indie movie of all time. The search for the Holy Grail is on. Hitler must have the Grail to secure his domination of the world and is willing to do anything to get it. Indy's father, Dr. Jones Sr., was close to finding the Grail but was kidnapped. Now Indy must save his father and find the Grail before it's too late. Explore 6 treacherous levels of excitement in a race against time, evil, and ancient mysteries. And then this game pack for use with the Game Boy Compact Video Game System. So you got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Again, this is complete in box, as all the games I collect are. Okay, now we're going to go to the Game Boy Advance. I picked this up, Extreme Ghostbusters, from Dreamcatcher Games. Who are you going to call? In an attempt to take over the world, the newly liberated and powerful ectoplasmic forces led by the half-human, half-demon Count Mercarier have kidnapped 2 key members of the Extreme Ghostbusters team. Without wasting a second, Eduardo and Kylie jump to the famous Ecto-1 ambulance and race off to the rescue. Players are Eduardo and Kylie as you uncover the clues to the kidnapping, confront the evil Count Mercarier, and return your teammates Roland and Garrett to safety. The entire universe and characters of the well-known animated series in a brand new adventure, 12 exciting platform levels through 4 gigantic worlds, 4 exhilarating car races across the busy streets of New York City. It's only for the Game Boy Advance, not compatible with other Game Boy systems, and gameplay on the Game Boy Advance video game system from Dreamcatcher and LSP, it looks like. Dreamcatcher Games. So I picked that up, and then for the Sega CD, this is sealed. It's a little bit mushed, but Prince of Persia. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's still sealed. As you can see, it was on sale at for $19.99 somewhere. But Prince of Persia on Sega CD. Your beloved princess is being held hostage. To save her, you must battle the most skillful swordsman on Earth. As you travel, beware of the labyrinth of the exotic dangers and death traps. It's like an Arabian Nights movie come to life. Plunge into a deadly labyrinth of heart-stopping action, challenging mazes, and superb animation. Hundreds of movie clips were used to create animation so human they must be seen to believed. Quick responsive controls and a plot filled with intrigue and surprising twists. So again, Prince of Persia for the Sega CD. Add that to the collection downstairs, the Prince of Persia. Next up for the Sega CD, we have Eternal Champions, Challenge from the Dark Side, from Deep Water. Go right to the back of this. Challenge from the Dark Side, the Dark Champion knows your greatest fear. As one of the greatest fighters in history, you have been brought back to life to do battle with the Dark Champion. Resist his evil power, or he will use your own greatest fear against you. 4 ways to finish your opponent: vicious overkills, shocking sudden deaths, ultra-personal vendettas, and brutally graphic cinekills. Includes all 9 original characters plus 4 new fighters and 11 hidden characters. Every champion has his or her own real martial arts style, like Kempo, Karate, Taekwondo, Thai kickboxing, and more. Thai kickboxing. All new combinations and special moves with 15 tournament modes, like Russian Roulette, Survivor, and Deathmatch. This is pretty cool. It's basically Eternal Champions times 1 billion. I'm pretty pumped to be able to eventually play this game. So Eternal Champions for the Sega CD. Next up, Sega CD, we got NHL 94. Now these games I picked up, these 2 here I picked up at J Street in the Berkshire Mall. So the rest was eBay. But here you go, NHL 94 for the Sega CD. The siren is going to wail tonight. Over 500 megs of new features in NHL 94 CD. You got authentic NHL footage, over 100 authentic video clips of your favorite NHL stars. Watch McInnes pound a slap shot, Belfour make that great kick save, or McSorley deliver that punishing body check in full color, full motion video. Digitized speech. EA Sports announcer Ron Barr gives the inside line on the stars of NHL 94. Over 50 megs of CD quality sound. CD sound effects. Only the CD can deliver true hockey sounds. Now you really hear the puck hit the goalie's pads, the sticks crushing that slap shot, or the board shaking after that body check. It's just like being at rinkside. Real organ music. Just like dropping the San Jose Sharks organ right into your CD player. The last time you heard sound this good, you were really at the game. So, he's got a slap shot like a howitzer. He's too fast for any of my guys. They need to get his attention. First, he came through with my 5-hole, then he went top shelf. Next time, I'll try that deke. Not a chance. This cage is closed for the night. Last thing I want to hear is that wailing in my ears again. Any goalie says that from NHL. You got one-timers. Drop a pass back to your big stick at the point, let him rocket a slap shot into the net. Penalty shots in shootout mode. Trip is speedy forward on a breakaway and he'll go one-on-one with your goalie. Full-color video clips. Over 100 authentic full-color video clips show your favorite stars in action. Great goals, saves, passes, and board checks. So you got the same great NHL 94 Genesis features. 4-way play support, goalie control, penalty shots in shootout mode, one-timers, expansion teams, the Ducks and Panthers. 1 of 4 players, cooperative or competitive play for use with EA Sports 4-way play. Tournament series 4-way play, and then NHL 94 Sega CD captures the same great gameplay as NHL 94 for the Sega Genesis and adds new sounds, digitized speech, and over 100 video clips to make it the most realistic hockey game ever created. So there you go, NHL 94. You got the Bruins on the cover, so I'm happy about that. I've always liked that. NHL 94 for the Sega CD, and then last up, I was pumped I was able to finally get this Mortal Kombat for the Sega CD. Bigger, better, louder, meaner. Let's go to the back here. Mortal Kombat. Prepare yourself for Mortal Kombat on Sega CD. Bigger, better, louder, meaner. Incredible bone-shattering graphics, new animations, and pulse-pounding soundtrack give you all the flame-shooting, ice-blasting action of the #1 arcade smash. Let the tournament begin. So here it shows that features the Mortal Kombat music video. The evil Shang Tsung awaits. Bone-shattering. Finish him. Outstanding. And unleash Liu Kang's flying kick. So again, Mortal Kombat Sega CD. So those are the games I picked up on eBay and at J Street in the Berkshire Mall. Now let's go to this bag here. This is J Street. This one was in Crossgates Mall. So let's go and show you what I was able to pick up. Got some pretty cool stuff. We'll start with this game for the Saturn. Hopefully I don't have it. If I do, I'll be pissed. But I was able to pick up Die Hard Trilogy for the Sega Saturn. 3 maximum adventures, 1 explosive package. So, Die Hard, full screen 3D action as you fight to rescue innocent hostage in a skyscraper wired to explode. Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Arcade shooting at its fastest and finest as you eliminate terrorists at Dulles Airport. And Die Hard with a Vengeance. Heart accelerating driving adventure as you race through New York City to find hidden bombs. 3 games in 1, what else could you ask for, says EGM Squared. You're at the center of 3 totally different thrill-packed adventures. Every adventure you choose delivers amazing depth, palm-swatting realism, and fully rendered detail over 45 incredible levels. So, this is Die Hard Trilogy for the Saturn. Pick that up. We'll go to the 2 PS2 games. One I really didn't need to pick up, but I grabbed it because I have every other Kingdom Hearts game. I've already played this for the Game Boy Advance. But this is, or Game Boy Color, I think it was for. I forget. But this is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Okay. Memory is the key. Sora reunites with his friends from Kingdom Hearts and encounters foes both old and new while exploring a castle and regaining his missing memories. So this was basically the game before that bridged 1 and 2, storyline mode wise. So anyway, grab that, pick that up. Next up, I also picked up Wheel of Fortune. Apparently I did not have this for the PS2, but I grabbed it. Wheel of Fortune, the ultimate Wheel of Fortune experience. Now you're in the game. It's all the excitement, fun puzzles, and glittering sets of Wheel of Fortune right in your living room. Spin for fantastic prizes, solve the puzzles, and hear the studio audience go wild. Compete with up to 3 people at one time and see what it's like to be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. The key features, you got the ultimate Wheel of Fortune experience, spin for fantastic fantasy prizes and solve 3,200 puzzles, take a sample contestant exam, beat the clock in exciting bonus rounds, exciting action for 1 to 3 players. From Atari, Wheel of Fortune. The case is kind of broken. I didn't realize that when I picked the game up, but whatever. I'll deal with it. So there's that. And then for the rare stuff in the bag here, this is a complete in-box version of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Game Gear, the first Sonic the Hedgehog. Box is in okay shape. I'm going to see if I can find box protectors for these Game Gear games. But Sonic the Hedgehog, it's supersonic. He's here, it's Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Gear, and he's busting the speed barrier wide open. Blaze by in a blur with a supersonic spin attack. Soar through tingling rings for super scores and dash past trouble with Sonic's power sneakers. Smirk in the face of danger as you sail over glistening hills, scuttle over crumbling bridges, and hop rocks in a raging waterfall. Swim through underwater passageways and plummet down tunnels. Are you ready for life in the fast lane? Then get into gear with Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Gear. Super pace, super graphics, and Sonic super attitude. Soar through bonus levels brimming with springs, bumpers, flippers, and more. 6 super challenging zones with 3 acts in each zone. So I picked that up. Next up for the Game Gear, I was able to pick up Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. Okay, again, box is in average shape, but I looked on eBay and I really wasn't getting a better deal on there. Dr. Robotnik's lab, or worldwide supersonic search. Dr. Robotnik's lab has exploded, scattering 5 Chaos Emeralds across the planet. Sonic and Tails spin dash to rescue them. Tricky Knuckles streaks right behind with sticky-fingered Knack the Weasel joining the hunt. It's a triple whammy race to see who will get the emeralds first. Sonic has all new moves. He jams with his awesome strike dash, jet boards on snow, and ice rolls in his spin coaster and swims deep underwater with propeller shoes. Extra action is Tails. He submarines through water with his Sea Fox and Heliotails to explore parts of the zone beyond Sonic's reach. 3 times the action and triple the trouble. Loop Blast and Super Spin Dash through 6 zones, 5 bonus rounds, and a wild 3D stage. So I was able to pick that up. And then the last item in here, I'm in pretty damn good shape, box-wise and everything. It's the Sega Game Gear TV tuner. Sega Game Gear TV tuner adapter. Turns your Game Gear into a portable color TV. Watch your favorite TV programs on the go anywhere. Slips into the cartridge slot of your Game Gear, sold separately. Compact lightweight unit with built-in antenna. Built-in backstand for comfortable hands-free viewing. Use Game Gear as a color monitor for your camcorder or VCR. Standard AV cable required, not included. For use exclusively with Game Gear from Sega. The unfortunate thing is, obviously, this will never work again because the signals are now, you know, what they are. But I figured, hey, what the fuck, for nostalgia's sake, for $24.99 in pretty damn good shape, I'll grab it. So I was able to grab that. And then I went to J Street in the Colony Center. And the first up on the agenda is I got a Game Boy Advance game, Banjo and Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, from THQ. Gruntilda is back, and only Banjo and Kazooie can stop her master plan. Travel through time, encountering puzzles, battles, and meeting friends old and new in this all-new Banjo-Kazooie adventure. Explore different worlds packed with over 60 contests. Transform Banjo into an octopus, a tank, and more. Battle dozens of different goons and enemies. So I picked this up for the Game Boy Advance. Next up, grabbed some PS1 games I was able to find. First off, I could have sworn I already bought this, and I'm going to be pissed if I did, because it'll be like the second or third time I bought it. But it's Wheel of Fortune, the second edition, 2,500 new puzzles from Hasbro Interactive. I'm positive I've already bought it. Unfortunately, my game tracker on my iPad tells me I still needed it. So, for possibly the second or third time, I'm going to read this game, but, you know, who knows? Maybe I'm an idiot, maybe I really did need it. Wheel of Fortune 2nd Edition. See what it's like to be a contestant on America's Game. Features: spin for all new fantasy prizes and solve 2,500 new puzzles. Take a sample contestant exam. Beat the clock in exciting new bonus rounds. Unlock bonus interviews with Vanna White. Watch backstage video clips and interviews. Choose from all new fantasy prizes. Play classic, solo, or tournament-style game modes. This is from Hasbro. And then next, I could have bought the smaller version of this for $10. I ended up going with the big box version for $40 because I think it's more rare being in the big box because it was the first edition that came out. But this is something I've been searching for a while. It's called In the Hunt. And EGM in February of 1996 said the only way to describe In the Hunt is to combine all of the best shooters you have ever played into one game. And this sort of reminded me of the SNK games, Metal Slug, really, but Dive. You're the captain of the latest, meanest, baddest attack sub in the sea, and it's a good thing, too, because you're going to need every ounce of firepower you can muster to complete this mission. It's time to load torpedoes and open launch bays. The enemy is at full mobilization. Get ready for the wildest underwater action yet. Down periscope and blow them to squid spit. You got full-screen arcade shooter, simultaneous two-player multi-level naval warfare, hundreds of enemies to annihilate, 6 battle zones to explore and conquer, dozens of weapon combinations and power-ups, surface-to-air missiles, depth charges, supersonic torpedoes, floating mines, and more. This is from Zing Entertainment and Cocapelli Digital Studios. I think it was really one of the only games I ever made, but it was incredible. I remember playing this when I was a kid. I loved it. So you grabbed In the Hunt for the PS1. Next up for the Saturn, I was happy to find this finally. It's Space Jam from Acclaim, Warner Brothers. It's the ultimate pickup game. Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, and Lola Bunny versus a mean team of outlandish alien monsters. This is intergalactic hoops according to the Big Slam theory. Extraterrestrial dunks, anti-gravitational alley-oops, stellar gameplay, and a bunch of mini-games overstuffed with wacky cartoon mayhem. Earth just wasn't big enough. Space Jam. So the in-game graphics show you Bugs knows his stuff, MJ's signature slams and gravity-defying dunks. Monstars don't get mad, they get even. Take the tunes to the top, and bonus, a bonanza of sub-levels featuring off-the-court craziness. So, Space Jam for the Saturn. And then the last game I was able to pick up is for the Sega CD. I was glad I was able to find this because I think I easily could have bought it on eBay, but I really wouldn't have been looking for it, so I was able to find this and snag it up. It is the NFL's Greatest. San Francisco versus Dallas, 1978 to 1993. NFL Films and Sega created this game. And here's what it is. NFL Video Football only on Sega CD. 2 great franchises, 7 Super Bowl rings. So you got 28 NFL superstars, top stars for the Cowboys and 49ers from the 70s, 80s, and 90s in one game. Staubach, Dorsett, Too Tall Jones, Aikman, Irvin, Smith take the field against Montana, Lott, Clark, Rice, Waters, Young, just to name a few. Strategy. You choose the quarterback, you call the plays, then watch the action unfold in full color true video. Imagine Tony Dorsett and Troy Aikman in the same backfield, or Steve Young hitting Dwight Clark with a touchdown pass, or Too Tall Jones chasing down Young. It can happen. NFL Films Action. 15 years of real football footage from the NFL Films library and the latest Sega CD sound technology make your dream game come to life. It sounds like a pretty cool game. And so anyway, that's what I grabbed for this pickup video. One last thing I want to show you guys. Oh wait, I got more games. My bad. Ha! I'm an idiot. I knew I was missing stuff. Alright, so this stuff, and then what do I got here? I got this. This is easy enough. Alright, I got two PS2 games. The first is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon from Ubisoft. Unleash the Kung Fu fury of the Oscar-winning smash hit. When warriors of legend vie to control the Sword of Destiny, prepare for the crusade of a lifetime. Superhuman martial arts. Master all the whirling acrobatics, dizzying combos, and impossible dodges from the film. Face your destiny. Vengeance, honor, and betrayal unfold as you embark on the quests of Li Mu Bai, Yu Shu Lin, Jen, and, quote, Dark Cloud Lo. Includes multiple endings based on your in-game performance. A fistful of bonuses. Unlock bonus gameplay modes and costumes, exclusive comic book art, and behind-the-scenes footage from the making of the video game. So this is again Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon from Ubisoft. And then next up we have Men in Black 2 Alien Escape from Infogrames. Same planet, new scum. Back for an out-of-this-world blast fest. Equipped with an arsenal of unearthly ammo, it's up to Agents J and K to save the Earth from the scum of the universe, yet again. So slip on your shades, choose your favorite man in black, and wield all 6 of his super-cool anti-alien weapons while you fight off perps like the Shark Eye and Jara. Remember to enlist the aid of Zed as you pursue extraterrestrial escapes throughout New York City locations, including the nuclear station and the alien Space Hulk. So you got new and original MIB aliens, blast through multiple New York City locations, and wield stylish MIB weapons. Again, this is from Infogrames. And at the time, I don't know if the websites are still up, you could go to www.mib2game.com and www.meninblack.com. So that's that, Men in Black 2. And then last up, I was able to pick this up, and this is I'm excited about this. It was only $18, and I might be able to recoup some of my money. This is San Francisco Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA, okay? Now, the purpose of this, and we've already gone over the box in one of the videos, is because I think I have the box in the game, but I was missing the instruction booklet. Now I have the entire thing. So I may be able to just keep this and sell the game and box that I already have. This box is kind of smushed in the middle, but I might be able to recoup that with this. So I believe I still have the box in here. Or do I just... Wait a minute. Oh, no, I'm a moron. It was All-Star Baseball... It was All-Star Baseball 2001 that I needed the instruction booklet for. I already have San Francisco Rush 2, so I didn't even need to buy this. Well, I'm going to try to sell it, try to get some money back. I'm such a moron. I already had this, so I got to take a picture of that and sell it at some point. Awesome. Well, the last thing I wanted to show you guys, I was in Barnes & Noble picking up the following books. Let me just show them to you. First up, I picked up the new Goosebumps book. This was yesterday. Here Comes the Shaggity. Goosebumps Most Wanted number 9, and it was average at best. Then I saw a movie called The Fifth Wave, and I did not know that there were more books in the series. Well, really, right now there's only one. So I picked up The Fifth Wave. Even though I've seen the book, or even though I've seen the movie, I will be reading the book. It looks like it's big as hell here. But then there is a sequel that is already out called The Infinite Sea, okay? And then the third book in the series called The Last Star that'll be coming out in May. So I'm kind of pumped about that. This book, the second one, is much smaller than the first. So, but what I really want to show you is this. So I was in Barnes & Noble ready to check out, and I'm thinking to myself, I said to myself, this is unbelievable. How did I not know about this? I have the encyclopedias of Assassin's Creed, but I never knew this existed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys. if I turn the camera this way, let me see if I can show you. This is called Assassin's Creed, The Complete Visual History. Okay, I didn't even know this came out. It was $60-something. I grabbed it, but I'm going to be pumped to try to take a look and see what this is. I didn't even know this thing existed. But I grabbed it, and I'm pumped about it. When I have some time, I'm going to try to read this. But that's pretty much the pickups, folks. I got a whole bunch of crap, like I mentioned. I'm pumped about the Assassin's Creed thing. As far as upcoming events, tomorrow we have Scratch Ticket Thursday. I do not believe Ken is going to be with us because it's Glass' birthday. He's taking him out for dinner. Scratch Ticket Thursday may be uploaded very late. I also have a dinner function I have to go to for work, but after that I think I'm going to go see Gods of Egypt if I have enough time. So you may see an upload of Scratch Ticket Thursday very, very late or Friday morning. Now in the event I get out and Gods of Egypt is at the time to go see it is just astronomically ridiculous because I still have to get up Friday morning for work. Then I will just buy the tickets and upload it around 8:30, 9 o'clock is when I'll try to upload the video, and then whenever it uploads, it uploads. But don't worry, there will be a Scratch Ticket Thursday tomorrow. And I think we're 2 subscribers away. We have 2 subscribers once Monday hits. If Monday hits and I'm at 1715, I will do a bonus Scratch Ticket Thursday video in Tennessee because, again, I will be there for a couple days. So, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. A lot of you have asked, well, when are you going to upload some of these retro games? As soon as I have time, as soon as I'm able to there's so much see, you guys don't realize, I have obsessive compulsive disorder. A lot of you guys are like, well, why don't you just do it? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Or my friends are like, well, why don't you just watch it another day? When you live with OCD, you really can't just do that. It just doesn't work. Your brain, you think like you're missing out, like there's superstition involved. And usually when I come home from work around 7 or 7:30 at night, I'm exhausted. But the problem is I have a hockey game to play because the Bruins played that night, or I have a Celtics game to play because the Celtics played that night. Or my shows are on. Like tonight, Supernatural was on at 9 o'clock, so I had to watch that. And there's shows, like there's a million shows this year. So not only do I have all that stuff, but then I got to go to sleep so I can wake up in the morning so I can go to work again. And then the 2 off days that I have are spent doing errands, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays, I wake up. I have a ton of websites I go through, sports related, and emails and things of that nature. Then I go and I get a haircut. I go tanning. What else do? I go to the bank if I need to. I go to the dry cleaner, and then once that's done, I come back home, but it's usually by that time, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's time to get ready for whatever's going on that night, on TV or whatever the case is, okay, on Tuesdays. Tuesdays also, Cookie Jam updates, and so does either Candy Crush Soda Saga or Candy Crush Jelly Saga, so I got to get that taken care of. On Wednesdays, Candy Crush on Facebook updates, the original Candy Crush, so I got to get that taken care of. And so there's not really a lot of time for me to do what I need to do. But once I have that time, I'll try my hardest to start uploading some of these retro video games. I picked up a Retron 5 a million years ago. I've yet to hook it up. It's still in the box. So, trust me, I've heard your guys' requests. I will be doing a video of the game room, the updated game room, as soon as I can update it. Like, everything's moved around. I'm running out of room as we speak, and I've got more shit that I just picked up, obviously, here that I have to try to see. In the basement, my basement, I have 2 sections. I have a video game section, and then I have a sports section, sports memorabilia section. And I really don't want the video games crossing over into that sports memorabilia section, because it just doesn't look right. It's not feng shui, if you want to call it that or whatever. But anyway, I've heard the cries, I've heard the calls. I'll get, as soon as I can, get that stuff done. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and get ready for Scratch Ticket Thursday tomorrow.